Reynolds was spotted in New York City yesterday in what is the most obviously staged paparazzi shoot I've ever seen in my entire life. One, why does it look like every single poster in this video is made by the same person, the exact same tape, and they were all using the exact same fucking marker? Also, when you watch the video, not a single phone in sight. It's 2025. If you are waiting outside of a hotel to meet your favorite celebrity, you are obviously going to have your phone because you want to take a selfie. And I think we all know by now that celebrities call the paparazzi on themselves like all the time. And I think it's kind of funny and honestly a little bit offensive that Ryan Reynolds actually thought we were all going to fall for this. I mean,
I think I now have proof of whether or not that this was a staged sighting of Ryan Reynolds. I'm not going to tell you what I think in my personal opinion, but I'm going to give you the information that I have, and you can let me know if you think this is considered staged or not. One of the accounts with one of the videos that I had used in a previous video was very upset that people thought this was staged, so she clarified what was going on for us. Now, all the people that you do see in those videos, in those pictures, are indeed resellers. They're professional resellers, and those autographs go for around $1,000 a piece, which is why you see so many resellers in the video, is because they are indeed actually resellers, but still using a blue ink Sharpie, which resellers are known to use in order to forge and scan and make unauthentic signatures, hence the blue Sharpie. But also could just be using a blue Sharpie, speculation. Now, was this staged? According to the person that was very upset that people thought this was staged, she said that this was an announced event for Ryan Reynolds, so people like that could come get autographs and meet him. It was announced on an FB page ahead of time. I was just curious of what a stage PR stunt definition was. The definition is a planned event or action that is intended to draw the public attention to a brand, product, or cause, or in this case, a person, to gain attraction, create buzz, or to establish a lasting impression. So was this a PR stunt? Was it staged? What do you think?
This clearly does not look good for both Blake Lively and her husband, because this is just horrible. The fact that there are so many people coming out with proofs that this might be staged, and if it is staged, which it looks staged, it is so embarrassing for Blake, and I keep forgetting her husband's name for some reason, Deadpool guy, Ryan. These two are really not making it easy for themselves. And the fact that if this is staged, this is so embarrassing, and I can't stress enough how embarrassed I am for them. But that's okay. It's really not my mess, so I'm very grateful it is not my mess. But the people coming up with more and more information, and there was also this one guy who said that, his boss actually told him to make these projects for his children. Turns out that this was actually, he was making this for Ryan and his team. It was not for his kid's project, and allegedly. And at the same time, he kept saying that the blue tape in his office is completely done. There is no more blue tape because they used all the blue tape on whatever posters they were holding for Deadpool and Wolverine. I just honestly think that Ryan and Blake did not think that someone else could be as powerful as them, and that is what is taking them down this hell. I have come to understand to never underestimate someone, ever. And how it doesn't matter how above and beyond I am from everyone else, and if I even become a billionaire, I really should remember that anyone can take down anyone, especially at this day and time, because there was a time where these celebrities had maximum 5 institutions or something they had to control, news covers or TV shows or news channels, and only 5 or 6 they could capture them, they could control them, they could have their own narrations. But it doesn't work like that anymore. People have cameras, people have mics, and they all have their own point of view. They record everything. Everything is recorded, everything is proofed. And especially this one guy who had this HTML, he found out some things about the New York Times, and that was so funny to me. Nobody can hide from anyone anymore, and also you can't keep buying out people. The fact that Blake tried to take down Justin Baldoni by faking it that she was essayed. I think that is the most dumbest thing I've ever seen, because there are real people who actually have experienced that in the workplace, and nobody will believe them now. And that's all thanks to Blake and her husband, whose name again I can't seem to Ryan. I am so embarrassed for them, and I am so happy that women like this come out in the open, then we can expose them and understand that these kind of women exist. And now the fact that there are other women who actually have problems, and now if they go and say something, people are just not going to believe. So we all have to sit and thank Blake for that. She is a 40 something year old woman who learned nothing about the world while roaming around the world, seeing the world, and seeing most countries, meeting more people, and she still did not learn how to live, how to be. And I'm not sure, I mean, she's a mom, and I'm not sure what exactly is going on with her. You cannot be a 60 and 70-year-old person and act like a teenager, act like I am on top of the world all the time. You really have to act your age. And I really have to thank Blake for reminding me that constantly. Looking at her, I never want to be that cringe in my life. And I will at least try to be my age, whatever age I keep getting to. Because I cannot with her. I am so embarrassed for her. So guys, I have this much information now. I'm sure I'll get more information because this is too juicy. We're going to talk about the website in the next video, and I really hope you like the video. I hope you subscribe and like for more information, and let's keep digging more into this and understand these people. And together I hope we find more information about this and understand what really is more involved. I'm sure there's too much going on in this, especially the website that Justin Baldoni's lawyers have cultivated. I'm sure it's going to be too spicy and juicy. So until then, guys, I will see you in the next video.